Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity, and we are up today with a make from GLOBELAND. So as I said yesterday, the GLOBELAND candy boxes. So this is what I got. This is all of them now cut apart, and I've just put them into my storage pocket and labelled them. So let's have a look, because these are super quick and super pretty. So I already made a couple and we're going to make one. So here's one that I did, and I've used all Panelisa paper for these makes. So this is that kind of pearly wedding paper in there. This one I cut an aperture, and don't forget, when you cut an aperture you get an outie bit which is useful for other things. So we've got that, but just look at how simple. Honestly, so quick, it's silly. And if you wanted to get very adventurous, whether you did it this way or that way, you can make little diorama boxes. You can punch holes, put your ribbon through, and you can hang it as an ornament, or create a sort of diorama chunky tag that would go onto a gift bag. But I just think these boxes are absolutely adorable, really do. And I can measure it with the lid on, this one, now that it's finished, and you end up with a box, let me go on my cut lines, that is 4 inches by just under an inch high. You will fit a gift card in here actually. And then the width of it is, let's have a look at that, 2 5/8. So just a really great size. I mean, if you're in the mood to do it, you know, and it would be so quick, you could make little gift boxes for your birthday parties, your weddings, and fill them with little things, photographs of the bride and groom on the lids, you know, all kinds of stuff. Just a really sweet box. Oh, and I'm going to take the lid off it. Right, I'm taking the lid off it because I want to show you. I've done the rectangles, we're going to do the squares. Now, if your style is cute, there's my peachy keen gingerbread, you know, and you could make a little gingerbread cookie and it would fit into here. You know, just put some cellar wrap on it to keep it nice and fresh. So that's a peachy keen. So we've got that one. And then I did a more of a nature one, and I think this is Nature Study from Vicky Boutin, which is American Crafts digital paper. And then excuse my throat, to go with that I cut a couple of the tags that come with it. So I did the little fishtail one and scaled it there. So, you know, it doesn't matter what your style is, really. Such a lovely set. I absolutely love it. So now that I've shown you a few samples on the rectangles, I'm going to put those there. We're going to do a square one, because the square one also comes with it. Now, I did make a little tiny tag for mine, Panelisa paper again, and I've got so many sequins, I've decided to start using them. So those are flower sequins, and all I did was just bend them at the petal, and then you get a 3D little sequin flower. So I made that one just to go with the box that we're doing. And I've used that lovely rose pink. This is basil cardstock from Joanne, and it doesn't show rose pink. I don't know if you turn it away from the light, but it really is a beautiful rose pink. So we've got that, and I'll cut the frame, because you get an innie and an outie to do a frame. You can leave the whole thing solid, but if you use the innie, it will cut that scallop out for you. And then the backing piece is this. This is going to be my layer. So I'm just going to quickly glue this and we'll make the box. I mean, look, we're just 4 minutes in. Yeah, just 4 minutes into the video. Such speed. It's because I'm gagging for a coffee. Oh, dearie me. Oh, I've got to tell you about my breakfast this morning. I go out and I have to grab it before the birds do. But I had a peach, I had a pink lemonade, blueberry, there was only one ripe, and I had a handful of mulberries, yeah, and it doesn't stop there, and I had a couple of blackberries, and oh my goodness, they're huge, absolutely huge, about 2 inches in diameter, my blackberries this year. So I've got to get to them before the rabbits and the birds. So that was my breakfast, but I haven't had my coffee. So there's that gorgeous little frame, and of course that can also be an element on a card or a larger tag. Right, I'm going to put that there to dry while we do this, and you're going to be stunned at its speed and its ease, apart from me having to poke my needle back in my bottle and take it out again. Right, you have score lines all the way around, and all you have to do is, that's scored. I think I will grab my bone folder in a minute just to show you I'm professional. Yeah, oh dear me. Right, let's go up here, and you've got your score line. Go all the way along. Fold that out. The score lines do work beautifully, and if you ever feel that you can't see a score line when you're making a box, your fold line should be in line with your tab. I'll show you that. See, it should just go straight the way across if you ever can't see it or you struggle to see them. And now I'm just going to grab my bone folder. There we go. So just give it a nice neat edge and do that one. I mean, sometimes I just get too excited making things to use my bone folder. Right, so that's the box lid, and I'm going to do exactly the same for the base, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've done my folding bits, and then all you have to do then is put glue onto your tabs. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue. I might have to vanish for a second because I am quite humid here, just while my glue sets up. And then all you have to do is fold it, make sure that you're straight on that edge. I mean, some people are so lucky, and their environment is nice and dry and their glue sets instantly, whereas I can find with mine that if I try to glue the other side before my other side's glued, it just tears. So I'm just going to leave that a second and glue the other side. Right, so that's one base. See, that was really fast, apart from me having to wait for my glue to dry. So we've got our base, and now we're going to do the lid exactly the same way. You're just going to fold in your tabs, and you're going to glue the tabs. And once again, I'll do one side and then vanish to let the glue set. So all you've got to do is make sure that you're lined up to your corner edge. Right, I'll let that dry, finish gluing, I'll be right back. Okay, that's all done, and I've had a little move around on my desk. I'll move that out of the way. This is my lid, and onto my lid I want my little image. So we're going to be gluing that onto there. Just try and get it in the middle. Have a look at that. So now we've got our pretty little lid. You can of course do the frame in a different colour if you want to. And then all that's left to do is pop it on its base. There you go. And we're going to measure it. Isn't that cute? Oh, so cute. And then the teeny weeny little tag that I did. So let me pin my bottle again, and I'll measure that one. So don't forget, this also comes in the set. So this is 2 5/8. Let's get the height of that. Just under an inch. And then I think it's probably the same all the way around. Yeah, it's 2 and 5/8 inch square, but just absolutely adorable. But as I was saying, it doesn't matter what your style is, what paper you're using, whether you're using craft card stock and you want to do it all vintage and fill it with a bunch of tags. Don't forget your ATCs will fit inside of these. Just absolutely gorgeous. I really enjoyed making those. I really did. And tomorrow we're going to be doing that shaker teapot set. So I thank you so much for joining me. Do have an absolutely awesome day. And as usual, all links below. Bye.